shoots it, scores!
Hello and welcome to the Sudbury Wolves 2021 OHL Draft Pre-Show. I'm your host, Brandon Scott, and I am live right in front of the Sudbury Arena as we're going to get you ready for Vice President and General Manager Rob Papineau's first overall selection. But until he makes that announcement, we have some fun stuff in store for you, starting with some trivia, some facts, and maybe you sprinkle a little bit of Wolves history in there too. So let's dive on into it.
Hi, I'm Vince Palladino from Palladino BMW. You already know about the incredible value, performance, and safety of BMW vehicles. But did you know that BMW makes some of the best hybrid vehicles in the world? Right now, get $2,000 off the 2021 X3 e-Hybrid and financing as low as 3.99% OAC. And don't forget, every new BMW also comes standard with a 4-year, 80,000-kilometer maintenance program. Come see how close true luxury really is, only at Palladino BMW, 1115 The Kingsway.
It's game day here at the Doghouse Sports Bar and Eatery, and it's going to be another great day for the team and the customers. Here's Kelsey. She's having a great year. Watch how she splits the D and gets those wings to the table. Yes, they're 2 for 1, you know. Take a look at the full lineup of televised games. Yes! Here's Marina with the beer pour. Let's see that in slow-mo. Yes. The Doghouse Sports Bar and Eatery. Sometimes it's nice to be in the doghouse. Yes.
At Topper's Pizza, we want to make staying home as safe and easy as possible, so contactless delivery will be applied to all prepaid delivery orders. When you prepay for your order on the app, you'll receive contactless delivery right to your door. Topper's Pizza, amazingly safe, amazingly delicious.
Are you here for your NHL Superstar Collectible stick?
Uh-huh. Leon Draisaitl, best in the league.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen number 34 before, but he's the best player out there.
I'll stick with my team. We bleed oil.
Patrice Bergeron.
Maybe you ought to switch to a different stick, but
No, that's quite all right. I'll take the best two-way player in the game.
Shea Weber.
Did I hear Austin Matthews?
No, you heard Shea Weber. He's perennial all-star. He's going to the Hall of Fame, first ballot, baby.
Roll out the red carpet. Introducing Flooring and More Superstore. It's called a superstore because it is. Sudbury's largest flooring superstore with over 11,000 square feet of showroom. More blinds, more flooring than you'll find in any one location in Northern Ontario. For the biggest inventory, the latest trends, and the best prices, visit Flooring and More Superstore, 2266 LaSalle Boulevard, and at flooringandmoresuperstore.com.
At Topper's Pizza, we want to make staying home as safe and easy as possible, so contactless delivery will be applied to all prepaid delivery orders. When you prepay for your order on the app, you'll receive contactless delivery right to your door. Topper's Pizza, amazingly safe, amazingly delicious.
You guys need anything?
Welcome to Shoeless Joe's.
Shoeless Joe's Sports Grill. All the sports action you can handle with food and atmosphere that defies belief. Shoeless Joe's, the ultimate sports destination.
Where do you think Jeff went?
The Wolves' 2019-2020 season started with a bang with a couple of firsts.
One-on-one is Stillman with the North Bay defenseman.
Oh my goodness! Oh my word!
Time of the Wolves' goal, 125, first period.
Gilhula back on that side for Sanders and scores! But the puck hit Rose, I think. Now he will drop it there on that side. Quick shot, scores!
That is shot. Rebound backhand, they score.
In front of the North Bay. Another shot and a goal! And it's number 45, Ethan Lyman.
With Quinton Byfield on Team Canada and deadline acquisition Mete Picard on Team Czech Republic.
Атака продолжается. Еще один дальний бросок. Не видит шайбы Найт, но в последний момент.
Here comes Mete Picard, the former Colt. Puts on the brakes in front of Byfield. What a setup for Picard's first point as a Sudbury Wolf.
The Wolves season also featured a new record captured by the captain, Macaulay Carson, for most regular season games played in a Wolves uniform, surpassing Jamie Matthews with 304 games played for the franchise. An astonishing record by our captain.
Spent, a quarter of my life in Sudbury, so it's kind of weird to think about it like that. But over that time, you're going to make some great relationships and just, people, even outside the hockey community there, just people in the city. And I think just the one thing I'm really thankful for was, the people that were around there for the 5 years and, even the additions that came in through that time. And then just, very thankful for my village too. They gave me a home away from home, and they were, a second family to me. So it just made that transition to Sudbury that much easier. And then just being in that community, I felt like, I fit in there with, the people there. They're hardworking people, and it was just a fun place to play for 5 years.
Against his old club, going wide around the net, looking in the slot, one-timer, they score! Macaulay Carson.
All in all, the Wolves finished with a record of 34-27, 1-1, good for 70 points, and to be crowned the Central Division champions for the first time since 2000 and 2001. This being said, it's now on to the next season.
The Sudbury Wolves are back on top.
Let's not forget those Sudbury Wolves had 3 players drafted into the NHL, all 3 of them signing their entry-level contracts soon after that.
The Los Angeles Kings are proud to select with the 2nd pick in the 2020 entry draft from Sudbury Wolves in the Ontario Hockey League, Quinton Byfield.
Thompson is the guy. Listen, for some notes here, loves golfing. His favorite actor is Adam Sandler. So you think Happy Gilmore is his favorite movie, but it's actually a miracle. That's what I can tell you about Jack Thompson off the ice. Defenseman with Sudbury out of the OHL. So Jack Thompson is a selection there. So The latest selection of the Chicago Blackhawks is Isaac Phillips. Now, this is a guy, intriguing again, played for Team Jamaica a couple of years ago. You look at players in the NHL of Jamaican heritage.
Spent a quarter of my life in Sudbury, but over that time you're going to make some great relationships and just people even outside the hockey community there, just people in the city. And I think just the one thing I'm really thankful for was the people that were around there for the 5 years, and even the additions that came in through that time. And then just very thankful for my billets too. They gave me a home away from home, and they were
Is Isaac Phillips. Now, this is a guy, intriguing again, played for Team Jamaica a couple of years ago. All right, so Jack Thompson is the guy. Listen, first some notes here. Loves golfing. His favorite actor is Adam Sandler. So you think Happy Gilmore is his favorite movie, but it's actually a Miracle. That's what I can tell you about Jack Thompson off the ice. Defenseman with Sudbury out of the OHLs.
The Los Angeles Kings are proud to select with the second pick in the 2020 entry draft. From Sudbury Wolves in the Ontario Hockey League, Quinton Byfield.
The Jack Ferguson Award is presented annually to the player first selected in the OHL priority selection. The Fergie is named of recognition of the dedication and contributions made by Mr. Jack Ferguson during his tenure as director of the OHL Central Scouting Bureau. Previous winners, listen to this list: John Tavares, Aaron Ekblad, Connor McDavid, Jacob Chikrin, and the 2017 winner, Ryan Suzuki. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Ferguson.
This is always an honor to get to come here every year and present this trophy. I still, even though I'm supposed to be retired, go to a lot of games, including minor midget, and I've seen Quentin play a lot. I not only found him to be an excellent hockey player, but now that I've met him, an outstanding young man. I had the privilege of being in Sudbury for the TELUS Cup, visiting friends, and talking to all the good hockey people up there. They can hardly wait for him to arrive. I just think that he's going to be an excellent addition, and I know that Sudbury are going to be very, very proud. I'd like to introduce you to the latest award winner, Quentin Byfield.
Thank you. It's been an honor to receive this award, knowing that many great players before me have received this and went on to have exceptional careers. I would like to thank Sudbury for selecting me with their first pick and their hospitality for the last couple of weeks I've been there. I would also like to give a big shout out to my friends, family, and past coaches that have helped me get to this point. And lastly, I would like to give a big shout out to Jeff Jackson, the Aura Agency, for help supporting me and guiding me to this point. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Sudbury Wolves 2021 OHL Draft Pre-Show. We are still moments away from General Manager Rob Pavino's decision on that first overall selection. But first, before we go to break, let's check out some of the Sudbury Wolves' top goals from the past season. At number 5, we're going to go to HSN night at the Sudbury Arena. It's Chase Stillman.
Over on that side for Stillman. Shoots, scores!
And undresses Lamour, gets him down, and beats him on the pad.
That might not be the last of Chase Stillman in this top 5, but to number 4, we have Shane Belitka on the penalty shot.
Now we'll see what Belitka can do as he brings it in on Seeloff, shoots it, scores to make it 1-1.
Just like that, and I remember watching Shane Belitka in Sudbury Wolves training camp when he was a rookie, and him doing breakaways.
Even Howler is on his feet after that one by the former captain. On to number 3, and it's going to be Quentin Byfield in overtime.
Byfield carrying it ahead, 2-on-1. Byfield has Thompson going to the net, holds, fires, and scores. What a shot by Quentin Byfield. He puts this one away. And the Sudbury Wolves get the extra point. It's a 3-2 final.
NHL draft, and look at the patience. Just cuts into the middle, kind of outweighs Clark there, and what a job and what a finish. That quick snapper over the left pad of Seelov's. And
one first overall pick to another. At number 2, we have David Levin in London.
By the Sudbury Wolves, and Levin will lead it back out through to center ice. In and out on Regula. Look at this play. Highlight reel. Goal as Levin peeks out
through the neutral zone. He gets Regula biting on that first move, and he gets around Regula, and then Brochu comes out. He bites on the...
And at number 1, how could we forget this goal? It was his first goal of the year. Chase Stillman, take it away.
Territory, Hutchison's hit, and he clears the puck. One-on-one is Stillman with the North Bay defenseman. Oh my goodness! Oh my word! First whistle over Stillman, and what a beauty! Oh my goodness! What an insane goal!
Oh my goodness! At Topper's Pizza, we want to make staying home as safe and easy as possible, so contactless delivery will be applied to all prepaid delivery orders. When you prepay for your order on the app, you'll receive contactless delivery right to your door. Topper's Pizza, amazingly safe, amazingly delicious.
You guys need anything?
Welcome to Shoeless Joe's.
Shoeless Joe's Sports Grill. All the sports action you can handle with food and atmosphere that defies belief. Shoeless Joe's, the ultimate sports destination.
Where do you think Jeff went?
Roll out the red carpet. Introducing Flooring and More Superstore. It's called a superstore because it is. Sudbury's largest flooring superstore with over 11,000 square feet of showroom. More blinds, more flooring than you'll find in any one location in Northern Ontario. For the biggest inventory, the latest trends, and the best prices, visit Flooring and More Superstore, 2266 LaSalle Boulevard, and at flooringandmoresuperstore.com.
At Topper's Pizza, we want to make staying home as safe and easy as possible, so contactless delivery will be applied to all prepaid delivery orders. When you prepay for your order on the app, you'll receive contactless delivery right to your door. Topper's Pizza, amazingly safe, amazingly delicious.
Are you here for your NHL Superstar collectible stick?
Uh-huh. Leon Draisaitl, best in the league.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen number 34 before, but he's the best player out there.
I'll stick with my team. We bleed oil.
Patrice Bergeron. Maybe you ought to switch to a different stick, but
No, that's quite all right. I'll take the best two-way player in the game.
Shea Weber. Did I hear Austin Matthews?
No, you heard Shea Weber. He's perennial all-star. He's going to the Hall of Fame first ballot, baby.
It's game day here at the Doghouse Sports Bar and Eatery, and it's going to be another great day for the team and the customers. Here's Kelsey. She's having a great year. Watch how she splits the D and gets those wings to the table. Yes, they're 2 for 1, you know. Take a look at the full lineup of televised games. Yes! Here's Marina with the beer pour. Let's see that in slow-mo. Yes. The Doghouse Sports Bar and Eatery. Sometimes it's nice to be in the doghouse. Yes.
Hi, I'm Vince Palladino from Palladino BMW. You already know about the incredible value, performance, and safety of BMW vehicles. But did you know that BMW makes some of the best hybrid vehicles in the world? Right now, get $2,000 off the 2021 X3 e-Hybrid and financing as low as 3.99% OAC. And don't forget, every new BMW also comes standard with a 4-year, 80,000-kilometer maintenance program. Come see how close true luxury really is, only at Palladino BMW, 1115 The Kingsway.
I'd like to tell you a story about a place I call home.
After learning all my hockey in Sudbury, my hometown, I got a lot of encouragement and I had a lot of confidence in myself. I think that was one of the biggest things that affected me.
And Polino for the penguin line. Shoot, he scores! Marcus Polino!
Mike Fisher.
It's the Madhouse on Elgin Street as the Wolves are back in action.
Breaks in, 2-storm after him, Byfield scores!
Welcome to the OHL, Quinton Byfield.
Murray over on that side for Stillman. Shoots, scores!
Inside the Sarnia zone, an opportunity for Murray. Scores!
us about the surging Sudbury Wolves.
Field's got Hutchison to the net. Pass. Shot. Scores.
Backhander. McGowan scores.
In front of the North Bay net. Another shot. And a goal. And it's number 45, Ethan Lyman.
So just like a lot of good memories spent there, like just team gatherings and just like movie nights and all sorts of stuff there. So some of my best memories were there, just hanging out with the boys after breakfast club and those sorts of things. Those are the things you remember and the memories that I'll never forget. So
definitely, I think Sudbury obviously gave me a chance in major junior, and they gave me a role right off the bat. I was able to come in and play minutes, and we always had a good team there. So getting some playoff experience and a great organization, I think anybody that's coming into Sudbury is going to be better off moving into the pros.
Well, I have said it many times. They had a really great owner and GM there, and I was in a really good build family. So those things they make it easier for me to adjust to the country and to the culture. So it was actually quite a quick settling in for me.
What did you like about Sudbury? What made it feel comfortable for you that allowed you to have the season that you had?
Well, it's quite like Finland nature-wise, and there's a lot of open space, so it didn't feel too different to home. So and we had a great team. I had really nice coaches and really nice teammates, so that of course helps me.
The Los Angeles Kings are proud to select with the second pick in the 2020 entry draft from Sudbury Wolves of the Ontario Hockey League, Quinton Byfield.
Staples Center, as is custom, hits the ice alone for a couple of laps. I'm joined by Jim Fox and Jared Stoll. Stoley, this moment, what does it mean to this young man?
Well, it's special, you know, right here. It's
definitely something awesome, and really happy I got drafted there and was able to be there. My builds were incredible and just welcomed me right away, and I just felt at home there. So it really helped to easier transition for on the ice, and that's something special. There's a lot of great players, just Foligno's, Fisher, all those guys who came out of Sudbury, and just to be up there with those guys, something really special as well.
All right, so Jack Thompson is the guy.
A guy who really has his eye on the prize. The skating is the big thing with him. Now, here's a guy who had 13 goals, Adnan. That's the most by an OHL draft-eligible defenseman this year.
300 young men are going to get a phone call tomorrow from 20 different outstanding franchises, giving them some exciting news that they've been selected by that franchise to play in the Ontario Hockey League. We have the great honor of making the very first phone call. So there's only one of the 300 that's first. And if you think about that, it's a real special thing. And if you think of some of the ones that have gone first overall in the past, it's a tremendous honor.
On the 2019-2020 season, Sudbury finished first in the Central Division. So had there not been a lottery, I mean, the club really wouldn't be in the running to choose first overall.
We've had a couple of really good drafts with, I just saw Chase score tonight for Team Canada, and in last year's draft with David and Kocha and Evan, we've had some really good players coming up through the system here. So
talk to us about the surging Sudbury Wolves.
Yeah, things are really going well for the Wolves right now.
The wolf is howling in Sudbury.
Shoots it, scores!
The Sudbury Wolves 2021 first overall pick announcement starts now. I'm Brandon Scott, and I'm standing in the soon-to-be electric Sudbury Arena. After winning the draft lottery, the Sudbury Wolves come into the draft weekend holding the first overall pick in the Ontario Hockey League Priority Selection presented by the Real Canadian Superstore. The lottery presented each of the 19 teams with a first-round pick an equal opportunity to claim the first pick in this year's draft. We are moments away from General Manager Rob Papineau's first overall selection, but first I'd like to head over to Dario Zulich, the owner and governor of the Sudbury Wolves, to share a few words.
My message today is one of gratitude. I am so grateful that COVID is seemingly behind us. I am grateful for the hard work by the essential and healthcare workers of Ontario. I am so grateful for the OHL and David Branch for seeing us through this pandemic and allowing us to start our season next year, October 7th, and the Wolves will report on September 4th. I'm so grateful to live in the city of Sudbury, which I think is the #1 hockey city in the country. I'm so grateful for the Sudbury Wolves organization who stood behind the team during these times. I'm grateful for the sponsors and the fans who showed undying loyalty. I'm grateful and excited that we've been awarded the first overall pick in the OHL Priority Selection. We finished the season before the pandemic as division champs, and we intend to take it from there with this next pick. Over to you, Rob.
Thank you, Dario. It's definitely a great honor to be picking the first overall player in the 2021 OHL Priority Selection. To help us with today's proceedings, we'd like to welcome back 2019 Red Tilson Trophy winner, OHL's most valuable player and current Buffalo Sabre, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, to help welcome the newest Sudbury Wolf to the team. Without further ado, the Sudbury Wolves select, with the first overall pick, Quentin Musty from the North Jersey Avalanche.
There is Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, as Rob mentioned, the Red Tilson winner, handing Quentin Musty his first ever Sudbury Wolves uniform as we get to watch him put it on for the very first time. What a moment in Musty's career as he's ready to take the next step in his development.
The good-looking 05 gets positioned down. Musty's got it. Musty takes the shot. Goal! With 1 second remaining in the turnover. Here's a bounce play. Shot. Backhand goal! Scored as number 27, Quentin Musty. On the far side, Hadrick jumps in and keeps the play alive as he's battling with Musty. Musty is able to muscle it back out. Musty on the side. Sends it back over to the far side. There's Moldenhauer. Shot. Goal! Shoulder. As he looks for number 27, Musty. Musty's got 6 goals in this tournament thus far. He's one of the youngest players on this North Jersey Avalanche team.
I can get coverage and try and tell you what's going on. There's a goal! There's a goal! Quentin Musty!
Lago passes it cross ice. Feed shot. Goal! Musty's got his second power play goal of the game.
Here today to give you my draft jersey. I'm excited to win the Jack Ferguson Award as the first overall pick in the 2021 OHL draft and have my name beside Steven Stamkos, John Tavares, Connor McDavid, and Quinton Byfield. I'm excited to get up to Sudbury and meet my new teammates and coaches and get working to the ultimate goal of being an OHL Memorial Cup champion and bringing the championships to the city of Sudbury. I want to thank owner Dario Zulich and General Manager Rob Papineau for their confidence in me and for already making me feel a part of the Wolves family. I would also like to thank my agents Eric Fayon and Joe Resnick for the support and guidance throughout my hockey career. I don't think you get to this point in your hockey career without the support of your parents, and I am no exception. From teaching me how to skate, to taking me to my first Buffalo Sabres game, to my first hockey travel tournament, my parents saw how much I love this sport and gave me the resources to chase my dream of being a hockey player. I would not be here today giving this speech without the tireless, behind-the-scenes efforts of both my parents. Today is just as much for them as it is for me. Thank you to my mom and dad and sisters for supporting me. And of course, I would like to thank My 3 sisters, Carolyn, Madison, and Michaela, for supporting me as well. Lastly, I would like to thank all my coaches who helped me along the way, from my early days at Wasenica to my years at the Junior Sabres and most recently the past year at North Jersey Avalanche. Vinny Smith helped my game tremendously this year and made me the past season not only a winning season, but one I will never forget. I'm looking forward to this opportunity that has been given to me at Sudbury. Thank you.
Welcome to Sudbury, Quinton. We're certainly glad to have you here. Coming up after the break is the virtual press conference featuring General Manager Rob Pabineau and the 2021 Jack Ferguson Award winner, Quinton Musty.
Are you here for your NHL Superstar Collectible stick?
Uh-huh. Leon Draisaitl, best in the league.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen number 34 before, but he's the best player out there.
I'll stick with my team. We bleed oil.
Patrice Bergeron. Maybe you ought to switch to a different stick, but
No, that's quite all right. I'll take the best two-way player in the game.
Shea Weber. Did I hear Austin Matthews?
No, you heard Shea Weber. He's perennial All-Star. He's going to the Hall of Fame first ballot, baby.
It's game day here at the Doghouse Sports Bar and Eatery, and it's going to be another great day for the team and the customers. Here's Kelsey. She's having a great year. Watch how she splits the D and gets those wings to the table. Yes, they're 2 for 1, you know. Take a look at the full lineup of televised games. Yes! Here's Marina with the beer pour. Let's see that in slow-mo. Yes. The Doghouse Sports Bar and Eatery. Sometimes it's nice to be in the doghouse. Yes.
Roll out the red carpet. Introducing Flooring and More Superstore. It's called a superstore because it is. Sudbury's largest flooring superstore with over 11,000 square feet of showroom. More blinds, more flooring than you'll find in any one location in Northern Ontario. For the biggest inventory, the latest trends, and the best prices, visit Flooring and More Superstore, 2266 LaSalle Boulevard, and at flooringandmoresuperstore.com.
At Topper's Pizza, we want to make staying home as safe and easy as possible, so contactless delivery will be applied to all prepaid delivery orders. When you prepay for your order on the app, you'll receive contactless delivery right to your door. Topper's Pizza, amazingly safe, amazingly delicious.
You guys need anything?
Welcome to Shoeless Joe's.
Shoeless Joe's Sports Grill. All the sports action you can handle with food and atmosphere that defies belief. Shoeless Joe's, the ultimate sports destination.
Where do you think Jeff went?
Hi, I'm Vince Palladino from Palladino BMW. You already know about the incredible value, performance, and safety of BMW vehicles. But did you know that BMW makes some of the best hybrid vehicles in the world? Right now, get $2,000 off the 2021 X3 e-Hybrid and financing as low as 3.99% OAC. And don't forget, every new BMW also comes standard with a 4-year, 80,000-kilometer maintenance program. Come see how close true luxury really is, only at Palladino BMW, 1115 the Kingsway.
At Topper's Pizza, we want to make staying home as safe and easy as possible, so contactless delivery will be applied to all prepaid delivery orders. When you prepay for your order on the app, you'll receive contactless delivery right to your door. Topper's Pizza, amazingly safe, amazingly delicious.
Welcome back. It is now time for the virtual press conference with General Manager Rob Pabineau. Welcome, General Manager Rob Pabineau, to the podium again as we begin the press conference. We'll start with Ben Leeson from the Sudbury Star. If you could unmute your mic and begin your questions for the GM.
Hi, sorry, I was just connecting. Can you guys hear me okay now?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, Rob, congratulations on being able to make this announcement today, and welcome Quentin to the franchise. I'm sure everyone's pretty excited. We've certainly had a chance to see some of his offensive. Can you guys hear me okay now?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, Rob, congratulations on making this announcement today and welcome Quentin to the franchise. Sorry, there's a bit of a delay here. Excited. Welcome Quentin to the franchise. There's a bit of a delay. Excited. Sorry, can you guys hear me okay? Great. Sorry, can you guys hear me okay?
Ben, if you could go and ask your question again, please.
Okay, can you hear me okay, guys? Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, congratulations, Rob, on being able to make this announcement today and to welcome Quentin to the franchise. I know everyone's got to be very excited about this. We've certainly had an opportunity, upon seeing his name pop up among the top prospects to get an idea of what his capabilities are on the ice. But I guess one of the things I'd like to know from you is what makes him such an ideal fit for you as a person and as a player and as a potential key member of this team going forward?
That's a great question. All of the background information we did in speaking to his coaches in North Jersey, and he's just a tremendous young man. Like when you look at him, he competes, he does everything on the ice well, and he wants to win. Like the one thing that really stuck out with me was how every time the game got bigger, he got better. And that's something that when you look for a player, you're always looking for a guy that you're going to pick in this spot that can rise to that occasion. But he's from an amazing family, a very athletic family. He's a very humble young man, just wants to be the best, wants to push himself to be the best. And, he recognized the Ontario Hockey League as a great place to do that. And we're really honored today to be able to bring him to Sudbury.
You mentioned that he wants to push himself, and we've heard him say that too. How quickly do you see him making that adjustment to the OHL level?
He's 6'2", 190 pounds. He does everything well. He skates well. He's a physical player. He's not just a big skilled player. He's a big competitive power forward with skill. So I anticipate his adjustment's going to be very, very quick. He'll be able to step into our lineup and compete with our top end guys right off the bat.
Thank you very much.
Now I'll throw it over to Ian Campbell of CTV Northern Ontario.
Hey, Rob. Just wondering, looking at this, I mean, we've been so long without hockey in our city. We have the first selection today, which is great. What makes this choice different from previous years? Is this choice even different at all, given the amount of time you have to sit and think about it and get the guys back on the ice?
Well, you're right. I mean, it's a little bit different because this September when we hit the ice, our fans are actually going to get the pleasure of seeing 2 drafts, of players and exciting young players. With Quentin, he's just such a special player when you watch him. I mean, going into the national championship in St. Louis, that's a U16 tournament. Those are predominantly all 2004 born players, and he goes in there and dominates it as an 05. So to be able to add a player like this, I mean, the thing that's the same is obviously, he's a special player like the last one we selected in Quentin. And they both have that ability to step in and make a difference right away.
And how much of a leadership role do you see him playing? And obviously with last year's choice as well, as you look to hopefully create a playoff team and look to take the Wolves even further?
Well, you know what? He's a young guy coming in here with a lot of talent, and we've got a really good leadership group that's going to be able to help work with him and introduce him to the league. Maybe the biggest adjustments are just getting used to the schedule and the travel, but that happens pretty quick for elite players. But on the ice, I see him being able to step in and make an impact right away for us.
I'd like to thank you, Ian, for those questions. Nick Liard of Rogers Radio.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Awesome. First of all, congratulations, Quinton, and congratulations, Rob. I know this has been a very tough stretch without the Wolves hockey, but this question's directly for Quinton. This is a big accomplishment for yourself. You know, first overall, your name will always be on that Jack Ferguson list. But it also comes with a lot of pressure. Quinton dealt with it, and earlier David Levin dealt with it. What do you do, and what can you do to kind of deal with that throughout the season?
My apologies, Nick. This is just for Rob Pabineau right now.
Oh, my bad. I will hold off that question for a little bit then.
Then I'd like to invite SJ from the OHL. Please, if you have your questions.
Hi, Rob, and congratulations once again. I know we kind of spoke a little bit about this a few weeks ago after you had been selected. Yeah, after you were the first overall pick at the lockdown, and you know, it's obviously a different situation this year in the sense that the team didn't finish in 20th place. So you kind of have this this core group that can already come back. We're not kind of starting over from in any kind of rebuild mode here. I'm just wondering if that changes any expectations for you for Quinton.
No, it doesn't for us. I mean, we've got a really good young group here. We've had a couple of great drafts. Being able to add another piece like this, like when we hit the ice for our home opener in October, you know, we're going to have, like, it's going to be such a different night. It's going to be a special night. I mean, we're going to be able to raise a division banner for our fans in the same night, introduce them to the #1 overall pick. So something that's never happened in the past. And obviously, you know, we hope never happens again in the future, and that the pandemic is something that's going to be behind us. But, you know, it doesn't really change too much for us, SJ. I mean, we've got a plan here. We've got a lot of talent to surround Quinton with, and really make him a key piece of that group. And, you know, we're really excited for our fans, and, you know, we just can't wait to see everybody back down at the rink.
Thanks so much. Congratulations once again.
I'd like to head over to Randy Pascal of SudburySports.com.
There we go. Unmute myself. So 2 quick questions for Rob. You know, such an unusual year as far as obviously trying to get a good feel for the talent level of what you're scouting, Rob. There's just not the same opportunities normally exist. In terms of Quinton specifically, when do you first recall kind of being aware of his name bandied about, and at what point does Sudbury start to seriously look at what this player could potentially bring to?
Well, kind of going back to the previous season when he was in Buffalo, I mean, you just know those names, right? The top names that are in the draft. And there's some really high-end kids here in Ontario that are going to be announced on Friday night that are in that same conversation. But, you know, that's where you knew about him. The reality is, you know, probably back on May the 5th, Randy, when Ted flipped our card, because with the season we had and the group we had, we weren't expecting to pick #1 overall. So it's like it's literally a lottery. And I mean, it's the same feelings of winning any lottery. And then right away, you kind of get dialed in and start talking and having the conversations, and it just kept getting better and better with him. I mean, he's such a competitive high-end guy. What I love about him is how he wants to be the best. Like, he wants to be the guy that comes in and gets challenged and pushed, and that to me is very special. And I think you need that to be selected as a Jack Ferguson winner.
Well, And with in terms of Quentin obviously being one of a handful of Americans who've been drafted #1 overall, there's always that ongoing discussion that there's a lot of pressure on the kids on that side of the border to hook up with the U.S. National Team Development Program, and certainly I'm sure it was likely an option. When you then enter into discussions with Quentin and his family and the representatives, what was the biggest selling points that you wanted to make sure they understood in terms of what potentially might cause him to steer his way towards Northern Ontario in the end?
Well, you know what? We have a great program. We're very proud of it. Our program's built on 3 pillars: developing our players in their body, their mind, their soul. So that's a big part of the discussion that you have, because great hockey players have the skill on the ice. But when you look at these guys in the NHL, they're also unbelievable people. So we're really proud of our program and the job. And Dario's given me the resources to have the people around to support that. We've had a lot of success here in the last couple of years as well, developing players, getting them to the NHL. Obviously had tremendous success with Quentin Byfield. And, from that perspective. But the OHL in itself, I mean, like you just saw the U18s, and Team Canada went in there, and a lot of those guys hadn't played a lot of hockey, over the last 13 months or 14 months with the pandemic. And they went in there on a 5-day, 7-day training camp, and they dominated the world. And if you look at that team, 13 of those players are OHL players. I've said it many times, the OHL is the best development league in the world for the National Hockey League. Those players went down to Texas and helped support those words. And, Quentin wants to be part of that. He wants to play against the best players that are his age and a little bit older in the world right now, and that's in the Ontario Hockey League.
Thank you, Randy. I'd like to call up Matt Durnham from Sudbury.com. Hello, Matt. Are you there? All right. We'll just move on. Jeff from the Sudbury Star.
Hi, Rob. The last time you did this, you were coming off a season where you finished last overall. And obviously with almost every first overall pick in sports, that's always the case. But in this instance, and it was touched on in the pregame or the pre-show, that you're coming off a division win and now you're picking first overall. So how much more do you get to sort of enjoy this, sort of knowing you're not starting from scratch?
It's a completely different page than we were on a couple years ago. And it's exciting because, when you bring in that player, you want to make sure, as best they have a great supporting cast, great leadership. And, we've got that with our team. And so it's definitely different, Jeff. I mean, this guy's a very special player. The fans in Sudbury are going to enjoy him. You'll be able in your Wolf tracks to be able to write lots of articles about him over the next few years. So yeah, it's obviously different. It's I'm the luckiest GM in the Ontario Hockey League here. Because all of us had an equal opportunity to be standing here today, and the Sudbury Wolves were blessed with that opportunity. And because of that, we got Quentin Musty. And without that, we wouldn't have him here today because. When you look at last year and the way our team was built, I don't think we would have been picking near the top of the draft. So we're very fortunate. Through this pandemic, a lot of tough things have happened, a lot of difficult things have happened. But there's definitely a light at the end of the tunnel here for us, and it starts with Quentin.
And then just sort of following along those same lines, Rob, it strikes me that going into this season, the rookie crop, not just for your team, but for all teams, is going to be a bit of a mystery and could be the best rookie crop ever, given that there will be 2 years. You have some pretty high picks from the past pick, and now you get to add a first overall who comes in as a 16-year-old rookie. So what do you see out of your rookie crop coming into next season, and how good can they be?
They're outstanding. I mean, it's I guess for a lot of the fans yet that haven't seen the rookies, and it's the entire kind of 04 and 05 birth years. I mean, as general managers and as scouts in the league, we know how good they are. I'm extremely excited. I think our fans are going to be over the moon when they get back into the building and see these guys, because the talent that they have, the skill that they have, like the guys that we drafted through the 04 draft, the ones that we have committed to the team and under contract with David and Kocha and Evan, and we've got Nolan now. Like it's so exciting. I mean, I've talked to Kenny McKenzie the other night, and he was saying over the years they've had some great teams here in Sudbury, some unbelievable players come through here, and we've got a real proud history. But as a collective group, this is one of the most skilled, most talented groups that he can recall. So I'm excited for our fans to be able to get a look at these guys and watch them play the game they love to play.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm going to try one more time from Matt from Sudbury.com. Are you there? All right. I would like to thank all the reporters here for questioning, and thank you, Rob Pavino, for holding this press conference.
Thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing everybody back in the rink in September.
That was General Manager Rob Pavino. Coming up after the break, we're going to hear from Quentin Musty, the first overall pick himself.
Roll out the red carpet. Introducing Flooring and More Superstore. It's called a superstore because it is. Sudbury's largest flooring superstore with over 11,000 square feet of showroom. More blinds, more flooring than you'll find in any one location in Northern Ontario. For the biggest inventory, the latest trends, and the best prices, visit Flooring and More Superstore, 2266 LaSalle Boulevard, and at flooringandmoresuperstore.com.
At Topper's Pizza, we want to make staying home as safe and easy as possible, so contactless delivery will be applied to all prepaid delivery orders. When you prepay for your order on the app, you'll receive contactless delivery right to your door. Topper's Pizza, amazingly safe, amazingly delicious.
You guys need anything?
Welcome to Shoeless Joe's.
Shoeless Joe's Sports Grill. All the sports action you can handle with food and atmosphere that defies belief. Shoeless Joe's, the ultimate sports destination.
Where do you think Jeff went?
Hi, I'm Vince Palladino from Palladino BMW. You already know about the incredible value, performance, and safety of BMW vehicles. But did you know that BMW makes some of the best hybrid vehicles in the world? Right now, get $2,000 off the 2021 X3 e-Hybrid and financing as low as 3.99% OAC. And don't forget, every new BMW also comes standard with a 4-year, 80,000-kilometer maintenance program. Come see how close true luxury really is, only at Palladino BMW, 1115 the Kingsway.
At Topper's Pizza, we want to make staying home as safe and easy as possible, so contactless delivery will be applied to all prepaid delivery orders. When you prepay for your order on the app, you'll receive contactless delivery right to your door. Topper's Pizza, amazingly safe, amazingly delicious.
Are you here for your NHL Superstar collectible stick?
Uh-huh. Leon Draisaitl, best in the league.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen number 34 before, but he's the best player out there.
I'll stick with my team. We bleed oil.
Patrice Bergeron.
Maybe you ought to switch to a different stick, but
No, that's quite all right. I'll take the best two-way player in the game.
Shea Weber.
Did I hear Austin Matthews?
No, you heard Shea Weber. He's perennial all-star. He's going to the Hall of Fame, first ballot, baby.
It's game day here at the Doghouse Sports Bar and Eatery, and it's going to be another great day for the team and the customers. Here's Kelsey. She's having a great year. Watch how she splits the D and gets those wings to the table. Yes, they're 2 for 1, you know. Take a look at the full lineup of televised games. Yes! Here's Marina with the beer pour. Let's see that in slow-mo. Yes. The Doghouse Sports Bar and Eatery. Sometimes it's nice to be in the doghouse. Yes.
In case you missed it, the Sudbury Wolves have named Quentin Musty your 2021 Jack Ferguson Award winner. Here is our second virtual press conference featuring Quentin Musty.
Thanks very much, and congratulations, Quentin. It's got to be an exciting day for you and the family, and it's nice to talk to you face to face virtually. So appreciate you taking the time to do this. I guess I wanted to ask you first. We've talked a little bit now about how it was your desire to really push yourself as a player and compete against older guys, bigger, stronger guys who can really challenge you to make improvements in your game. But as far as Sudbury and the Wolves specifically, I mean, what was it that came to you through your conversations with Rob and with the team, and I'm sure your conversations with your advisors and things like that really sold you on this being a really good fit for you as a team, as a city, and as an environment that you'd like to continue your career in?
Thank you. And just being in a town that loves their hockey and just being able to come in and play against older competition and try and make an immediate impact was important to me. So
if you had to describe the way you play your game, and maybe a couple players you try to model it after, or whose example you've tried to follow, what would you say to that?
I would say I model my game after a Austin Matthews type player, just big power forward that has scoring ability and playmaking ability. So
thank you.
Hey, Quentin, congratulations on today's event. Were you hoping for first? What was your immediate reaction? What did the family think of just being able to get this honor?
It was great. It was a huge honor just being a part of those names like Quinton Byfield, Steven Stamkos, John Tavares. So, yeah, it was just a huge honor to see my name called.
And I want to ask you the Sudbury question. Obviously, I know you've been talking with the Wolves organization for a little bit, but before that all began, what did you know about Sudbury? Did you know anything about the city? What are you looking forward to doing when you get here?
I've never been to Sudbury, but I just know it's a smaller town, but they love their hockey, and hockey's the main point of the town. I'm just excited to get up there and meet the team and just try and bring a Memorial Cup to Sudbury.
Thanks. Congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Quentin. Congratulations once again. The Jack Ferguson Award is a big deal. Your name is forever on that list of, like you mentioned, some very, very talented hockey players. But the #1 overall pick does come with some pressure. You have people like us asking you a bunch of questions every single night. So what do you do on and off the ice to kind of deal with that? And how do you think you'll deal with that?
For me personally, I don't feel very pressured. Seeing we already have a pretty good team to come into, I'm just trying to go there and just do my job, play my game, and make an immediate impact, and hopefully help the team. So,
and you knew about this before, but now looking at that jersey, looking down, seeing that Wolves crest and the hat on, what does it feel? Does it feel real now?
Yeah, it does feel real. It's just a dream come true, really. So,
thank you very much. We'll see you soon.
Of course. Thank you.
Welcome, Quentin, and welcome to Sudbury eventually at some point when you make your way up here. I am curious, as a young hockey player growing up in Buffalo and area, to what extent are you aware of the OHL and the opportunities? And I guess at what point do you remember thinking of it as really seriously as a more viable option for you?
Growing up near Niagara, it's always been really close, just the Ice Dogs. So I've always known about the OHL from a young age. But I'd say the last year, it's become a more viable option, just succeeding against older competition and just wanting to do that more and more. So
I don't think it's a secret that at some point, the Wolves management and coaching staff will be looking to you to help contribute offensively, all over the ice, but certainly offensively. based on your game and what you do well and what you know of OHL play, what do you see as being a couple of keys to being a really good goal scorer at the junior hockey level? What do you have to do well?
Just importantly in the higher leagues, just got to find the soft areas. Not a lot of goals are being scored from in the slot right in front of the net. You just got to find the soft areas right off the crease, the slot, all that, and that'll contribute to scoring. So,
excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, Quentin, and welcome to Sudbury, so to speak. Just curious in terms of when you would have come into your season last year and you had the luxury of being able to play some hockey, which obviously some people didn't. At what point did you start to believe that, you know, I could be a number one pick in an OHL that, like you said, you were a bit familiar with? Because not everybody seems to know that going into the season, but as you have success through the season, sometimes that takes hold.
I really had no idea until Sudbury reached out, so it was just a humbling experience, really. I didn't really see myself that high, but when they reached out, I was glad, so.
Okay. And just out of curiosity, you mentioned some of the former number one overall picks in the Ontario Hockey League. Did you know a little bit about some of the American-born players who have been there, and did that help with your decision to welcome Sudbury?
Yeah, I mean, just seeing them succeed in the OHL just really made my decision easier. So
I'm thinking of like a Patrick Kane or, you know, Matthew Tkachuk, players like that. Were you aware of the fact that they had success here?
Yeah, I knew about Patrick Kane. Obviously, he's a local guy, so everyone here really knows about him. So yeah, I've followed his path, seen what he's done in the OHL, and it made my decision easier. So
excellent. Thank you. Of
course. Thank you.
There you have it. Quentin Musty is your first overall selection by the Sudbury Wolves. Thank you for watching this incredible moment for the Wolves franchise. And don't forget to follow along the rest of the OHL draft by watching the live stream on the OHL YouTube channel and across the Sudbury Wolves social media networks. I'm Brandon Scott. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and I'll see you in October.